Alright guys, how's it going? It's Chief here, obviously, you're watching my channel, but I kinda want to get a wee discussion going about what you think the current state of celestial gear is in War of the World. Are you yay or are you nay? So for anybody that doesn't know what celestial gear stats are, it is a stat in the game that gives you access to every single stat. So you're not power loading anything, you're not colony loading anything, you're not heal loading anything. It takes a number and separates it all out into little bits so you get absolutely everything in the game. And that's what celestial gear is. It's in theory supposed to be the most balanced, I guess. So you've got a little bit of everything. But you'll see why that doesn't quite work out the way I think ANET is intending it to. So you're thinking, Chief, if it's so balanced, why is it an issue? Well, which I'll show you. So everything here is relatively balanced out. So 41% crit chance, 200 critical damage, some healing power, pretty good condition damage, pretty low actual power, but it's still enough. You've got solid toughness, but that's because I'm running durability runes at the minute. You've got expertise to make your conditions last longer, 60%, yeah, 60% boon duration on Celestial, right? And that all seems fine. When we go over to my boon bender, who I actually made to keep boon uptime on, I only have 56% because I've invested into just power, a little bit of vitality and concentration. So that's, my armor's way down, my power's way up, which is a bonus. My crit chance is roughly the same. I've got a little bit, 20% more critical damage, very little condition damage, very little expertise. So you can see the difference there. So here's where the problem lies, is I've invested all this effort into trying to get good power, a bit of health and good boon uptime, and I've sacrificed armor, I've sacrificed condition damage. That's about it. That's expertise, not that matters, but yeah, all so I can get a little bit of power. I don't even have more health. I'm sacrificing health, even though I've invested in power, precision, vitality, ferocity. So I'm sacrificing so much but all I'm really getting is extra power. Whereas if I go Celestial, right, that number's lower. All these numbers are roughly the same, and that'll all come into play when I start might stacking. And because I have so much boon duration, I can stack more and more stacks of might as long as I have resolution up. And because I have amazing boon uptime, I'm always going to have resolution up, so I'm always going to end up, the longer that I'm in the fight, the more stacks I get, and I'll max them out. So I'll just show you this burst and I'll show you this number. So we were at 2495, 41% here. So we'll just show you this, right? Now this number's ticking up. The longer I'm in the fight, 25, 23, okay, 25 might. Look at that numbers. Why is anyone sacrificing anything when you could just run Celestial gear and have all this toughness, like 4k more health, the condition damage burns, oh hell. Let's have a look at Art DPS and see what where is that? NPCs. So yeah, 100, like yeah, all my burning damage, 65k, 7k whirling light, 7k F1, binding blades did 6k, just by being there, 5k for, yeah, and there lies the problem. I can get up to as much power as a power class while sacrificing absolutely nothing. In fact, even gaining more health, gaining more concentration. There is no need, and that's the problem, is the might stacking. So this is where we ask ourselves, is it Celestial gear that's the problem, or is it the absolute insane access to might generation is the problem? Obviously, Celestial having the concentration part added to it is kind of part of the problem, but if that was to be removed, that would certainly help. But I think that the problem lies in the ability for so many classes to just magically make might appear. So I've got my renegade here, and this is a might stacking monster. This thing just produces might at a click of a button. 25 stacks, boom, you're there. And I'm sacrificing no health. Look at that, 26,000 health with 3,000 toughness. The traits that I'm using, I can keep 15% damage reduction up at all times because I'm running health every second food. Like, I take pretty much no damage, all while being able to just pump out stupid amounts of power damage and conde damage at the press of a button. I'll show you an example. There we go, 25 stacks of might. There we go. 7,000 a second. Oh, here we go, I'm running out of might again. Oh, push a button, boom, 25 might again. All because I have just one click of a button, I'll trigger that and Kana's favour, and it just pumps up my might. And I have so much toughness, so much damage mitigation, that I don't need to worry that I'm not doing max DPS, because I'm already hitting like a truck with power, and if that's not hurting them, the condition damage just shoots up to over 1,000 as well. Look at that, 1,500. And it lasts longer because expertise and concentration has been added to Celestial gear. It was so much better when that wasn't there. So again, here's another stupid class, Soul Beast. If I want to run the Celestial Soul Beast, yeah, I don't have as much armour as the other classes, that's fine, or precision, but the condition damage is already way higher. I have access to stability, conde clears, and this gives might every time you hit someone. Pair that up with one wolf pack, and this, you get 6 might from your warhorn, and you can just one-shot people off war claws. It's really silly. Oh, and smoke assault, you can follow up with that. So you can go one wolf pack, that, give yourself might. Oh, and the auto attack gives you might. Look, I'm at 25 might already, and that's just by auto attacking. 3,000 odd poison ticks. It's just, I think might is the issue. I don't know if it's necessarily Celestial's fault. As I say, it was fine before they updated it. And here we have my Celestial Thief. So as you can see, in Celestial, again, this guy's stats are lower than the Guardians because it's a light class, so it's obviously going to have slightly lower stats, but for a Thief they have 2,800 armour, it's pretty good. The power is pretty low for a Thief, but we're in Celestial, and we can stack might, so that's all good. And we also, our condition damage and expertise, so they last longer. Our might duration is 88%. And the might generation on this class itself isn't the best, but it's through this single rune we find the issue. And that's the rune of the aristocracy. So it gives me condition damage, but it also increases my might duration, and it gives me 5 stacks of might every time I inflict weakness on a foe. And because we're a thief, we inflict weakness on foes. So every time I dodge, I can trigger this, and it has no internal cooldown, and it gives me a stupid amount of damage increase. So every time I dodge, I give myself 5 stacks of might for 4 seconds, on a 1 second cooldown. This weaken the strikes doesn't have an internal cooldown. The rune itself only has a 1 second cooldown. So if I just wait to dodge a second, then that's another 5 stacks of might. And on top of that, this thing has perma blindness because you can fire from your smoke field. So I'll show you the might generation, and you'll see the permanent blindness happening on this golem. There we go. 25 stacks of might again. Oh. Again. 4 stacks of might. 25 stacks of might. And as long as you keep dropping that, doing your dodge, and shooting your auto attack, perma blindness, you're just constantly putting conditions on, and you're keeping 25 stacks of might. And if they do hit you, it's fine. You have loads of toughness. And if it's really, really sketchy, you're a thief. Just run away. Just go, bye, see ya, super speed. Oh. This Mesmer's slightly different. The might generation isn't really the issue. Although you can generate might by using your F1. You get 5 stacks of it. You can generate other boons. But yeah, the thing with this is it's just a boon generator, and they don't go away as fast as people think they would because you've got this extra concentration time. So it does allow you to maintain them more than you should. So if I just attack this thing here, and I just drop this, and it just attacks me, and I'll make more chaos armor. Like and then more chaos armor as it attacks me. And if it interrupts me, I can convert whatever conditions it's been put on into more boons. And I can steal the boons, and I sacrifice nothing for it because, again, over 3000 armor. This power, while it's pretty small, I can blast them. Look at that. And then, yeah, back up. More boons, please. More boons, please. And it's, yeah, the boon uptime is dead. Didn't even need to worry about it. I can just be hit, not care. I can evade, just keep boon uptime. I'm sacrificing 0. So that was just a few of the classes there. Obviously we never addressed the elephant in the room, which is running rampant around World v World right now, and that would be Celestial Catalyst. Whether it be the new Scepter buffs or the Hammer variant, it's running rampant. And it's not necessarily because of the Cele gear, it's just because it has so much might generation. I mean, yep, it's tanky, hard to kill when it's in Celestial gear because it has all that healing power, it has all that toughness, the armor. It deals a ton of conditions because, basically, let's be honest, Elementalist is kind of made for Celestial. It does a bit of everything, but the problem is might. And I think even the auto attack on Hammer, I believe, generates might, and you have fire fields that you can blast and combo that generate might. Like, it does it pretty much passively. You're up at 25 stacks. I mean, there's no dedicated button just to go. Yeah, it just happens. You don't need to sacrifice anything for that might. But without that might, it would not be hitting as hard. I mean, it would still probably do okay condition damage, but you're not getting hit for 5k on top of 5k ticks for burning, you know? And obviously I've not mentioned Harbinger. Harbinger is also another menace that's run around with it. Whereas you don't have a click of a button for all that might with Catalyst. With Harbinger, you do. You hit the elite skill, bang. Every single thing in the game. Maximum 25 might, stab. You have all that concentration time, so all that boons last longer. You can convert boons, you can convert conditions. It's another menace. These are classes I don't generally play, but let me know if I'm missing anything. Like, obviously I'm aware that there's Celestial Scrappers, there's Celestial Warriors out there, there's everything. Hit me up if you play any of these classes Celestial wise. Hit me up, and do you prefer power? Do you think Celestial should be deleted out of World v World like they did in PvP? Just let me know your thoughts. Yeah. Here's a couple of clips just at the end here, just to see what the Celestial classes that I was showing you here actually do in World v World. Hope you enjoy the clips. Yeah, catch you in the next one.